The story begins in 1869, deep inside a dark, quiet forest near a small town. The night is cold, the wind howls through the trees. Two terrified boys run through the jungle, breathing heavily. Their faces are pale, their eyes full of fear and shock. They keep looking behind them as if something horrible is chasing them, something they cannot see. One boy whispers nervously, "Did you hear that?" The other nods, shaking. They quickly stop and begin digging a hole in the ground with trembling hands. Sweat rolls down their faces despite the cold night. Between them sits a strange wooden chest. The jungle drums echo in the distance. Dum, dum, dum. The boys are shaking with fear. Before burying the chest, one of them whispers with a worried voice, "May God help whoever finds this game." They cover the chest with dirt and run away as fast as they can. Inside the chest lies a mysterious board game. Its name is Jumanji, but no one knows the terrifying nightmare hidden inside it. Alan Parshish and the Discovery of Jumanji. Fast forward 100 years later to 1969. In the peaceful town of Brantford lives a young boy named Alan Parshish. Alan is the son of a rich businessman, but his life is not as happy as people think. His father is strict, serious, and demanding. Alan often feels lonely and misunderstood. At school, things are even worse. Other kids bully him, laugh at him, and make him feel small. One afternoon, while walking sadly near a construction site, he suddenly hears something strange, a distant sound. Jungle drums. Dum, dum, dum. Alan stops. His eyes widen in confusion and curiosity. He follows the sound. The noise seems to come from underground. Curious, Alan starts digging through the dirt. Suddenly, his shovel hits something hard. Thud. He clears the dirt and discovers an old wooden chest. His heart beats faster. Slowly, he opens it. Inside lies a strange board game. Carved into the wood are the words Jumanji. The drums grow louder. Dum, dum, dum. It feels as if the game is calling him. Alan smiles with excitement. He takes the game home. He has no idea that his life is about to change forever. That evening, Alan invites his friend Sarah Whittle to play the strange game. Sarah laughs nervously. "Are you sure about this?" she asks. Alan shrugs and smiles. "It's just a board game." They sit on the floor and roll the dice. Suddenly, the game begins to move on its own. The pieces slide across the board. Sarah gasps in shock. A glowing message appears on the board. "In the jungle you must wait until the dice read 5 or 8. The room suddenly fills with strong wind. Papers fly everywhere. The windows slam. Sarah screams. Then something impossible happens. Alan begins to sink into the game board. He grabs the table in panic. "Sarah, help me!" But it's too late. With a flash of light, Alan disappears. Sarah screams in pure terror. Suddenly, hundreds of bats explode out of the game and fly wildly around the house. Sarah cries, covers her head, and runs out of the house screaming. She is traumatized and terrified. The game remains unfinished. and Alan is now trapped inside the deadly jungle of Jumanji. 26 years later, the story jumps to 1995. Two children move into the old parish house. Their names are Judy and Peter Shepherd. They recently lost their parents in a tragic accident. Both children are still sad, heartbroken, and trying to heal. One day, while exploring the dusty attic, they discover an old board game, the same one, Jumanji. Suddenly, they hear something strange. The jungle drums again. Dum, dum, dum. Peter laughs nervously. "Did you hear that?" Judy shrugs. They decide to play, but the moment the dice roll, their nightmare begins. Hyper, emotional, loud, smile, calm, angry fear. Alan returns. Judy rolls the dice again. The board glows brightly. The message appears again. In the jungle you must wait until the dice read 5 or 8. Suddenly, a wild-looking man bursts out of the game. Long hair, dirty clothes, eyes filled with survival instinct. The children jump back in shock. The man breathes heavily and looks around the room in confusion and disbelief. It is Alan Parrish, now an adult. He laughs loudly in disbelief. "I made it! I finally made it out!" Alan has been trapped inside Jumanji for 26 years. The jungle changed him, made him stronger, but the memories still haunt him. Finding Sarah again. Alan quickly realizes the only way to stop the chaos is to finish the game. But they cannot do it alone. They need Sarah Whittle, the original player. Now an adult, Sarah lives in town, but she is still deeply traumatized by what happened that night. When Alan finds her, she laughs nervously. "You expect me to believe that crazy story?" But then chaos erupts again. A giant lion appears. The house shakes. Sarah watches in shock and disbelief. Her eyes widen. Her voice trembles. "Oh my God, it's real!" She slowly sits down with the others. Now the 4 players must finish the game together. The world turns into a jungle. The game becomes more dangerous with every turn. Soon, the town turns into a wild jungle battlefield. Terrifying dangers appear: giant carnivorous plants, a roaring lion, deadly spiders crawling everywhere, a stampede of wild animals crashing through streets, flooding monsoon storms, earthquakes shaking the ground. People scream, cars crash, buildings shake. Meanwhile, Van Pelt continues hunting Alan with cold determination. Alan feels both fear and anger. He knows the hunter will never stop. The danger reaches its peak. Van Pelt finally corners Alan. He raises his rifle. Everyone freezes in fear. Judy cries. Peter hides. Sarah gasps. Alan prepares for the worst. Then, at the last possible second, Alan rolls the dice. The game piece moves closer, closer, until it reaches the center. The board begins to glow brightly. A powerful voice echoes. The final word appears: Jumanji. Everything resets. Suddenly, everything stops. The jungle disappears. Animals vanish. The storms fade. Time itself begins to rewind. The world spins backward until they return to 1969, the moment Alan and Sarah first started the game. They look at each other in shock. They remember everything, and this time they choose not to play. Changing the future. Alan now knows the tragedies that would happen in the future. He warns his father about the dangerous business trip. His father listens. Years later, the future is completely different. Judy and Peter's parents survive. The children grow up happily. No tragedy, no suffering. The curse of Jumanji is finally broken.
The game is gone. Or is it? Alan and Sarah throw the cursed game into a river. They smile with relief. They believe the nightmare is over forever. But far away, on a quiet beach, two children walk along the sand. Suddenly, they stop. They hear something strange, a distant sound, familiar, echoing through the air. Dum, dum, dum. The jungle drums. The game has returned, waiting patiently for its next players. Final message of the story. The story of Jumanji teaches powerful lessons about courage, friendship, facing your fears, and finishing what you start. Because some games, once they begin, must be finished.